We just did something crazy.
Join us on this exciting journey.
We're about to let you on in a big secret that we've been keeping for a while. We just bought one of the biggest lots in Carolina Forest.
All I really take is a little taste. I like girl blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chase. Wanna vibe and get away.
Okay, so now we have the lot area where we're gonna build.
You remember when we came out here and we were under contract and I had that home I really wanted, but it was the side entry 3-car and it was super wide, and we just felt like it wouldn't fit because we still wanted to leave a good amount of space on the side in case we ever do want to develop.
Yes.
Back at the back of the lot,
Yes.
either another house or whatever I don't know, whatever we want to do back there. So then we came up with now, luckily the finalized plan, which I think is even better anyway.
Absolutely.
Things always work out like they should.
Yeah.
And so the garage is going to be on this side and the master is on that side where all the thick of the woods is. So I'm just thinking about the location of the house and the pool and the views. And I think we need to cheat the house as much over. I know we were originally talking about pushing the house to that side, but I think it'd be better to push it to this side now that the plan is drawn, so that the master, the bonus room, the pool is all looking basically directly down the center of the pond. What do you think?
I agree. I think we need to maximize on the value. I think based on the layout of the plan we have now changed to, which was no small feat.
We designed it from scratch.
Yeah, now that we've got a brand new plan and
Yeah.
it's totally different. I think you're right. I think we're pushing it on that side, and I think we want to be able to see all the way down.
Yeah.
But you got to remember too, we have a cottage up here.
Yes.
So if you have that with a driveway in between the house and the cottage, and
Yeah.
if the garage is going to be, it's this way.
Tucked back here.
Yeah. So we want it to be pushed over there, and that gives us all that space over there, like you said, to do all the things we want to do. And you want to make sure we take advantage of it from the pool,
Exactly.
from the back of the home, and the sun setting east and west.
I need that sun, but what
Yeah.
I'm thinking in the front, I know we're doing the driveway here to the garage, but what I'd really like to do is a circular driveway in the front so guests can really use that. And then the back garage that's behind the house, it'll really be more like just a family garage, a family driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody else can be at the front. So we had measured about 60 to 65 feet back to start the front of the house.
I think we said 80 to 85.
That's what you said.
I think we're more like 85. Let's not change the numbers here.
I want more backyard. You want the house to be close, like further from the street.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how are we gonna figure this out?
Well,
I always win.
we'll have to just have a negotiation.
Okay, but I'm gonna win this one.
I don't know. But I think we've got a good plan.
Yeah, I'm super excited because everything we did when we were designing it was focused on the views in the back.
And that's the whole point of it. And as we get further in the process and we talk about the plans and we figure out some things we're going to do, I think that'll help everybody understand what our vision is.
Yeah, we just had to really maximize this gorgeous lot, and I think we've really done that.
I agree.
What did we get ourselves into with this pond? I mean, we've never had a pond before, done anything with a pond, and we're going to have to do everything. I'm thinking fountains.
I definitely think fountains is something we'll need. Of
Yeah.
course, we've lived in multiple communities so far since we've been in Myrtle Beach. In both communities, we lived on a pond. But the difference is now we don't pay an HOA that manages it. We have to actually manage it.
And we never hired anybody or knew anything about what they were doing to manage it.
That's right. So what I'm thinking, because we found out the depth, so up here in the front, it's more about 16 feet deep, and then it goes to about 12 to 14 feet deep here by the middle, and then it ends up at about 8 feet towards the back. So my vision is stock it with fish, bluegill and some bass and some carp, and then we have fountains. So maybe one in the front maybe one in the back.
I definitely think we need 2 fountains, and we need to have lights in the fountains because that's gonna look super cool at night. And from the house, you'll be able to see down and it'll probably light up the woods at night. It'll be really cool.
It's a good idea.
I mean, how many fish would you put in a pond like this?
It's a couple thousand
100?
probably. No,
What?
like a couple thousand. Yeah, because you need bluegill to feed the bass. Then you have, you know, a couple hundred bass at least.
Wow.
Then you have maybe some sunfish. You need some carp to clean up the bottom. So you just need a bunch of different things. And so we have fountains. We need electricity. So the fountains are gonna run on electricity. So we're gonna have to get electricity from the front of the lot all the way back to where the furthest fountain is.
How expensive do you think this is going to be?
That's what we gotta figure out.
Oh God.
But it's gonna
Should
be.
we sell the lot?
Yeah.
What do we need? What
We
do
need to
do?
sell. Let's sell. Forget this. But this is something we're gonna have to contend with, and then, you know, we have to figure out what we want to do all around the pond.
Yeah.
Right now, it's kind of grass, kind of dirt, and so what we need to figure out is, do we think there should be like a path? And maybe that's something we do down the road. Maybe this is like we build the home and we do the main things, and then we do some more later.
Well, I
but we can do it in
definitely think
phases.
We need the fountains first, and we need the fish to keep it healthy.
Yes.
And I think those should be our first 2 plans of action on
Yeah.
this pond.
This is 2.5 acres just of
Yeah.
the water alone. So we're definitely gonna have to figure some things out with this, but the power is the most important piece,
Okay.
and figuring out what that's gonna cost.
Well, we do have a meeting with one of the electricians next week, so.
That's something that's on the list. So I think after that, then those are the biggies.
Okay.
Then from there, we'll see. Okay, so now that we've talked about the pond, we have the woods/wetlands to talk about. And
Yes.
there is quite a bit.
Yes.
And the thing that I see as the number one concern is we have a lot of it growing into the property.
Okay.
So there's a lot of branches falling over trees, and they're growing into where you walk.
Yeah.
So we need to come up with a plan to get a lot of that trimmed up.
Well, we need to figure out where exactly the borders of the wetlands are and what we're allowed to do in the wetlands.
100%. Yeah, we need to get it marked for sure. That's
Yeah.
probably the first step.
And the HOA is going to require us. I don't know if they're going to make us do this whole lot. So the typical lots are like 1/4 of an acre, maybe 1/2 an acre. So around the wetlands, you have to do an orange fence around the whole wetlands during the build. This is kind of a random situation. I don't know that they planned for when they were saying that. We need to check with them because otherwise we're going to have to get an orange fence put up around essentially the entire property.
I don't
It's like
know.
4
that
acres of
doesn't-
orange fence.
I'm not saying they won't do that, but it really doesn't make much sense because we're not building anything back here. So
Yeah, hopefully-
they should be able to let us keep it up there on the lot where we're gonna build.
Yeah.
But back here in the wetlands, we have to be careful because there's a lot of rules and regulations about what you can and can't do on the wetlands.
Well, and that's why they want you to put that orange up. It's not the silt fence, it's an orange fence that
Yeah, I know.
designates the
Yeah, it's like a
wetlands.
super silt type of thing.
Yeah.
But
So
we got to
we'll
make
have to
sure
check with them.
and some of this, if it's not wetlands, do we want to expand the land area around the pond, which I would like to do, any place we can take advantage, because I know there's some other things we'd like to do with the property around the pond, but we don't want it to be blocking the walkway. So, and
Yeah.
we also have to be careful because obviously with wildlife, we've got snakes. We just did our snake video on our YouTube channel, so obviously
Because
we
Hudson
know.
saw the copperhead like right back there.
I mean the water moccasin.
Yes, the water moccasin. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And we got a turtle right here looking at us, so
We saw
but we
the
got-
black snake over there.
yeah. So with wildlife, we're gonna have to figure that out. So
And you put up those trail cams?
yes, we've got some trail
We gotta
cams
figure
and we
out
know now
what to do about that
we
coyote.
have a coyote, turkey, we have a fox,
Mm-hmm.
deer, raccoon. We've seen almost every species of animal.
The turkey was the wildest. I can't even believe there's wild turkey on this land.
Yeah.
The one I'm most concerned about is the coyote, and then obviously the water moccasin.
Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do about it really. We can keep the land maintained, and that's probably the best thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now we just need to figure out, we got some trees we gotta chop up. I chopped one up already. We have another one we gotta chop up. And then we just gotta figure out how to keep the brush back. And I think those are the biggest things we have to tackle right now.
I think the craziest thing is, you know how much I hate woods and ponds.
What?
And
You?
snakes?
You don't like to camp and
how
stay
much
out in the
I
woods?
love this lot. It's just weird. I'm like beside myself how I can't figure out why I love this so much. I think it's just so out here.
Well,
So I will deal, and I'm gonna start learning how to be one with nature.
I think it's time.
So it's been really hard the last 2 months keeping this a secret from y'all because we like to share everything. And we've talked about some of the major hurdles that we've come across already with the wetlands, the pond, the home plan. And we're so excited because we're almost at the stage where we get to actually start this journey. So now we are inviting you to come along with us. It's gonna be super exciting.
And that's really the whole point of this, is for you to come along with us and see behind the scenes, what we deal with, how it works. And we want you to see every step of the process. So check us out on social, Carolina Crafted Homes. We have our YouTube channel, Living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the Hereda team. Check us out there. We have weekly live videos and lots of content. We'll see you guys on the next one.